Hey YouTube, this is me, Tammy. I'm sorry about the quick pause. I was trying to make sure that the camera was running before I started talking. Okay, you guys, I'm here to give you an update on the information session today. I'm going to tell you what my pre-op diet entails, what I'll be coming home on, which is this information package and this right here that they gave me. So I want to go through that. Then today while I was out, I picked up some things that for the pre-op diet, and I also picked up everything that I picked up here is for a pre-op diet. I have been picking up little teeny things every now and then for after surgery, or things that I can use as training devices to kind of prepare me for what's going to happen afterwards. Okay, so the class today, I showed up really early. So the class started at 2. I got there at 1:15. I don't know if that was me being anxious, overzealous, or just a lack of sleep last night because I was really nervous. But the class was really good. It was instructed by this lady who was very upbeat, very vibrant, and everything like that. And plus, you guys, the bonus, the big bonus, we got to speak to 4 patients who had surgery just yesterday, and they were walking around today, and they looked wonderful. And every time we asked them what their pain level was, they were like a 1. My pain level was a 1. But and the weird part about it is only one lady was attached to a pain pump. So they were doing good. They were walking around. They said that the pain was minimal. The only thing that annoyed them was the drain, the JP drain that they had in place. That was the only thing that was kind of annoying, but not painful. It was like a slight discomfort. The male of the group said that the only pain he had was when he would get out of the bed, and it kind of felt like you might have had bruised ribs. I've had those a couple of times, so that's something that I can deal with. So basically, I had a good time in class, but the only discouraging thing, you guys, that was a little discouraging, was that everyone, all the patients that were there in the class with me, it was 4 of us. The other 3 had their surgery dates, and I didn't. I know, I felt kind of like, am I jumping the gun? But it's something that's going to have to be done either way. So I'm like, hey, even if it's early and my surgery is still 2-3 months down the line, it will be something that's done. I don't think it will take that long. I'm hoping and praying that it doesn't take that long. But because I'm hoping and praying that it doesn't take that long, because I'm close to done. That class was the last class that I needed. My weigh-in on the 13th and my last visit with the nutritionist is the last thing that they need before they send it off to the insurance company. And then I'm getting mixed messages with the insurance company. Someone says that I have to have approval, but somebody says I don't. That's because of the insurance that I'm using. Actually, I have Medicaid because I was declared disabled at a young age. So some people are saying that you do need approval, some people saying you don't need approval, and some people say it differs by state, and by me being in the district, I'm not sure how all that goes. So if anybody out there is watching this video who lives in the district and has the same insurance, please give me some information on how this process goes. But as soon as they get approval, I have to pay this small minimal fee compared to the price of the surgery, and which will cover support group activities and my psychiatric visits afterwards, and visits with the bariatrician and stuff like that, educational materials and little things like that, which the fee is not that great. So let me tell you more about the class. Anyway, I jumped the subject a little bit, but let's go back. The class was wonderful. They walked us through from the time we get there, through surgery, and up to the room, or either to the ICU and then to the room. No, is it? Oh, okay. I think it's the intensive care unit for a little while, and then if you have little minor complications, and then to the room. So that process was good. They told us about the catheter, They showed us the samples of the drain. They showed the samples of the steri strips, and she went through how the diet will vary according to who your surgeon is. And she said, my surgeon is the one that comes with all of the tea in China, and he comes in with full bills, and this is what he does. He demands things be done the right way. That's because he's the chief of bariatric surgery and the chairperson of the vice chairperson of general surgery. So he carries titles, so he does carry an air, but the man is good. He deserves to carry an air. The reason why I know that he's good is because he has performed. He does bariatric surgery, but he also is a surgical. He does oncology surgeries, and he's performed. He did a life prolonging surgery on my stepfather, who had cancer 2 years ago, and the doctors were only giving him 2 months to live after him and my mother had only been married for 3 months. And Dr. Lynn said that wasn't right when they gave him only a short period of time, and they told him there was nothing they could do. So another surgeon had his case, and Dr. Lynn knew my stepfather, so he stepped in and he was like, let me give it a try, let me see what it is I can do. And he went back in and he did another surgery, and it prolonged his life for 8 more months. And it gave us the time, and it gave my mom the time to, it didn't, I mean, you can never accept anything like that, but it gave her a time to see that, I guess, him leaving was better than him staying and suffering. But I don't really want to go into that because that's kind of emotional, but I know the man is a great surgeon. I've had numerous conversations with him and talks to him. My mom is very sure about his abilities, and this might sound funny and it might sound weird, the reason why I picked the surgeon, but my mom is the type that worries. I've been sick most of my life, so she worries a lot about me. So I'm like, if it's a doctor that could put my mom at ease while I'm going through this thing, and he's also a great surgeon, why not go with that choice? And he answered all my surgeries at my consult, every question that I answered, and he hit head on. Like, I didn't want a surgeon that came in and said, this is what the surgery is going to do for you, and you should have this done, and this, that, and that. The man did completely the opposite, you guys. You would have thought he was trying to talk me out of it. He came in first and told me what the surgery would not do for me by itself, without me working. Then he turned around and said, now, if you work the system, or this tool that we give you, then this is what this surgery can do for you. And I listened to every word. I hung on to every word that man said. I sucked it up like a sponge. Then he challenged me to a game of basketball, and I will be challenging him. Let me get this weight off, and we will be playing ball. I think this is going to end up being a 2-part video because I'm kind of rambling, but this is all stuff that I wanted to get out and get on video. Some of this information I know you all will take, and some of it is for me to come back later and see, self-reflect. So please pardon my rambling if it's going on too much, but so that's why I picked the surgeon that I have. And when they say he comes in with the bells and whistles and all that stuff, he does. But he wants you to be healthy. He wants the surgery to work for you. He wants his patients to come out on a better side at the end of the surgery. So she walked me through that and told me how the post-op diet goes in stages, his stages, and it's a little different from the other ones, but it's not anything that I'm going to whimper and cry about. Even if I whimper and cry later, you guys please forgive me and don't remind me that I said this in this video. But he's great. He's great. I mean, he's truly been a godsend. On other occasions when I attempted this surgery, which has been 5 other occasions, I know you can't see my hand, 5 other occasions, I didn't even know who my surgeon was going to be. Had no idea. And this time, I know it's him. So, moving on from there, after she went through all that, she gave us the breakdown of our pre-op diet. Now, we can be on this for 2 weeks or 3 weeks. So you guys, my pre-op diet, this video can run for 15 minutes, so I'm going to try to go as much as I can into this, and then I'm going to break and go into the other part. So, my pre-op diet, they give us choices where we can use protein options that are done by the bariatrician there, or we can do it in a cheaper way, or do it our own way using Slim Fast. So I did it the Slim Fast way. I went and I bought today 4 cases of Slim Fast, and my boyfriend was so patient. He carried all 4 of them home. He's really a blessing. He's been very supportive through it all. Every time I say, baby, I'm getting stressed about this, he say, honey, you can do it. I mean, he has been so supportive. I tell him all the time, I mean, you have more faith in me sometimes than I have in myself. Sometimes I think if I told you, baby, I want to build a rocket and shoot to the moon, you tell me, baby, you can do it. And I love him for his patience and everything as well. But we picked up the 4 cases of Slim Fast, and they give you an option. So it's not all liquid, it's just a pre-op diet, so I will explain that. It's 1,200 calories at most. So I've kind of been doing close to that. The nutritionist I'm working with now has me at 1,500 calories, 15 to 17. But a lot of times I don't even make the 15, so I'm falling between 12 and 13. So most of the time, now unless I have one of those days where I want to run and I grab something from Subway, and that kind of tips it over just a little bit. But so I get 4 Slim Fast shakes a day. 4 shakes a day, 1 healthy choice meal, or 4 ounces of chicken breast, and 1 cup of steamed vegetables. Which isn't bad. So a lot of people don't get a chance to eat. So we get 1 meal a day, 4 shakes, and then the rest of the day we can drink our Mio, our Crystal Light, water, chew sugar-free gum, you know, things like that. Pardon me guys, I'll break here and do the second part.